Alright, people. I'm here. I've lived through my week. I'm here to chat about it. Week in review style. Let's see, what can I tell ya? I will say, I have found adjusting to this year of school to be incredibly difficult. I'm sure it was really difficult last year, but I was able to believe a lot of those difficulties might have been due to like having just moved here. I don't know. And it being kindergarten. You know, I mean, like, I kind of anticipated this year being a little more smooth. A couple things for us. We are just on a completely different life biorhythm than the average family. And so for us to be getting up and getting to school is really, really difficult. I mean, for Mr. F to make it to work on time is difficult without all the extras, you know. So in order for this to work out, I have to get up early before everybody, and then I have to start getting everybody up, and you know, the whole routine you have to do. You have to make breakfast, get people dressed, and make lunches and pack lunches. And it's just like the difference between my summer routine of getting up and really being able to spend the first hour of your day just kind of like, you know, in a daze if you feel like it, and instead having to get up and just be like, my feet hit the ground and I never sit down. I mean, I never get to rest. It's constant motion, and it's exhausting. You know what I mean? I don't even sit down to have my breakfast for like almost 2 hours after I wake up because I don't ever have the opportunity. So, with all of that comes the added bonus of my waking up, everyone getting up wakes up baby who would maybe normally sleep. The first 2 days of school she slept in. It was blissful. I got up 2 hours before her, got everybody off after Mr. F and kid were gone. I had like an hour. That was when I was like, this is fantastic. I can totally write a post. I can check what I need to do, get up to date on everything, check all our bill payments, yada yada. And then she was up, and it was great. That didn't last long. So now she's getting up. She wakes up in a terrible mood because she's not getting enough sleep. Then she's exhausted, so she's been falling asleep. This is a kid who does not nap. Has not napped for almost 2 years, okay? Falls asleep at like 5:30 when I'm making dinner, in the kind of coma where you cannot wake them up. I mean, yesterday I picked her up, I was bouncing her on my knee, I took her outside, I brought her back in. Nothing woke her up. And then wakes up, and is of course in the best mood of all time, which is kind of nice, and I do say like, that is nice because she's in a great mood for Mr. F. But she's up until like 11:30, 12. And then I've got to get up early the next morning. So it does mean that like, there's no time between the moment I wake up and midnight that I don't have a child. So, people, it's exhausting when that happens to you. So, hoping that this levels out and like eventually will adjust. Yeah. And she'll either start napping earlier or be able to stay up. I mean, I don't know. We gotta hope something pans out for me. Add to all of this the extra stress of not loving kid's teacher, being the class parent, having those issues, having to pull out. I'm going to say this about this. I'm a confusing personality in that I absolutely hate confrontation, but I will have it. You know what I mean? I hate it. It makes me sick. I'll be in the bathroom for 3 days afterwards. I will probably start shaking and crying while confronting the person. But by God, I will confront you. You know what I mean? Like, I will. Because if I think something is wrong, I have to stand up for what I believe in. And that is just my style. I mean, I'm convicted in that way. So, unfortunately, being that kind of personality might be the worst case scenario for stress, because I stress out about, I'm not like, the confrontation is not easy for me, but yet I have to do it, and then I feel horrible afterwards. I mean, it's just like a horrible thing. The bonus that I'll say about how this went down for me this year is, normally I would spend a lot more time in a negative place, and I wouldn't have just quit off the bat. I think it was really, I think I'm progressing as a human, that I was able to say, you know what, 3 strikes and you're out. You know, like, this isn't working for me, it's not going to work for me, I'm going to harbor resentment, I'm that kind of person, I wear anger like an open, festering wound. Everyone knows it, I can't hide it, I'm just, you know, that's just my way. Kid is going to know it'll be so much worse if I continue to help someone who is making me angry because, you know, that's a gajillion times more unhealthy than just saying, you know what, I quit, I can't do it. So I really have been honoring myself for that, although I had to go through a difficult thing. And of course, it's awkward between her and I. I'd rather know where I stand than be, you know, harboring resentment for a full year. I mean, that's just not right. I just can't do it to myself anymore. I'm done with that lifestyle. If I don't like it, if it's not working, I'm out. It's my new motto. So someone send an RV. But it did not help with adjusting to school because I had put all this time and effort into being a class parent and thinking that was going to be my role, and, like, you know, starting back over. Anyway, also I have a part-time kid. They're not, I mean, he's cute, it's great, it's fine, it's fun. It does kind of make me wish I had another kid younger than Charlotte. It is more fun when you're home with two kids versus one. I mean, I've done the one, you know, with kid alone, and then now with, and the energy's different. I enjoy it more. Okay. Although she's been a little witch, I'll say that much. She's just out of sorts. Okay, so that's been fun, although the parents are a little, you know, yesterday they were an hour late. Today, I mean, they're just, I'm not sure what the schedule even is or when he's coming back. So, we'll see. I'm not sure when the next day is. If it's next week or 2 weeks or, I have zero idea. Alright, so that's kind of weird. But, it was good. I liked it, and it did make me feel more comfortable, like, yes, if someone else is interested, maybe I'll pursue that. The only thing with that, I think I'm getting long here, is I don't know what our future holds, and I don't want to make a commitment to somebody who needs a commitment. These people are perfect because they are kind of wishy-washy and they don't have a set thing. Someone who needed full-time care, I'd feel pretty bad, because what if in 2 months we're out of here? Please, powers above, let that be true. So, you know, I don't know. I can't comment further at this time. All I do know is things are progressing, but it doesn't mean anything yet. It could be 2 months or more before we find out. A butterfly just flew out my window and distracted me. So it could be about 2 months from now, which would get us to what? November? Before we know if it's progressing. We've made it to the first progression. Now we're in the second progression, which will be 2 months from now. And, which is kind of, people, at first that's frustrating. At second thought, I'm relieved, because I just need to be able to commit to taking kids to school every day at this point. You know what I'm saying? I just got to get into a rhythm. And that way, at least I know, no matter what, I've got 2 months, and that's enough time to adjust to a rhythm. On other fronts, what else can I tell you? This week, I am not food journaling. Screw it. People, I lost 3 pounds in the beginning, and then I stopped losing any weight. I think I've reached one of those, you know, weight set point, comfort set points that you have in your, you might know that you might have one of these, where you can kind of do what you want, and you stay at this one weight, and you have to work really hard to get it down to the next one, and then you'll be able to do what you want again. I've reached one of those roadblocks, and I've decided I'm fine with it, people. This is good. This is fine. I don't, you know, like, I'm really talking about vanity weight. And right now, I have so much other stuff on my plate. I am exercising every day. I'm eating healthfully. And I've just decided right now, if I just decide to just eat when I'm hungry, I don't overeat. You know, it's when I'm not obsessing with what I'm eating, it's totally fine. So, I'm maintaining my weight. I'm sticking at this for a while, and I'll readdress it when I am less tired and functioning better in a couple of weeks. I will say, as a humorous note, that the other day I was looking at a whole bunch of old pictures on my computer with baby, because she likes to look at her baby pictures, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I was really skinny. You know what else I noticed? I was always wearing my damn workout clothes. And I was like, that's interesting. I was clearly working out all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I was literally always wearing workout clothes. So, it did make me think, there's probably something to that mental note. Right now, I'm just working out as much as I can. You know, I'm working out as hard as I possibly can when I'm working out. I mean, I work out really hard. I'm not joking about that. And, you know, if I can work out 60 minutes, great. If I can work out 30 minutes, great. I'm just not stressing at any capacity. I know I'm maintaining and doing enough to keep it this way, so that's my goal.